And howdy y'all, welcome back to the farm in Montana. So we are back here today. We've got our lime put down on the field. We need to get it fertilized and get some grass seed down. But first we're going to go check in over here at the logging camp where we're going to be helping out a little bit and doing some logging. They've said we can use some of their equipment, and I needed to take the T-Rex back over here today, get it returned. And I wanted to see if they had an 18-wheeler or anything in right now, and it looks like they do, that I might be able to borrow and use it to take the T-Rex back. So let's go have a quick little chat here, and we will be right back. And we are back. So they said, yeah, we can use the 18-wheeler. They said there's a new piece of equipment down at the shop for the logging camp, and asked if we would pick it up. So I said, sure, why not? I don't mind driving a truck. So they said they're gonna pay me pretty well for doing this, making this little run for them, because it's saving them a trip. They don't have to do it now. Two birds with one stone, right? And they said, no big deal. Once I'm done with this, I can come back. I can get my other stuff finished. Whoops. I guess we better drop the right part of the trailer. And then I can come over and start learning how to run that logging equipment over there. So we'll get this guy put up on the trailer. Eventually I will figure out which button turns the lights on the way I want them. This guy is a little bit almost wider than the trailer, but they did tell me if it was too wide, there's some extensions we can put out. So we'll tell those to come out before we take off. But they said, yeah, do put it all the way back. Don't put it up near the truck. There we go. That should be able to hold it on there. And let's get going. Head on down to the shop and get this guy returned so we don't get charged more, because it's getting kind of late in the day today. So we're gonna do this, pick up the other piece, come back, and then go to sleep, and then we'll start our next day here. I think that's just going to be the best, smartest thing to do. Just get this guy returned, and then we can get to our other work. Oh well, they have their own there. Maybe I'll be able to borrow it, and I won't have to lease one anymore. All right, well, let's get this guy unloaded and they can get theirs on here, because theirs looks a lot nicer. It looks like it. I think I saw the forestry cage and everything on it. So we will take this guy over here and we will get it returned. I will see you guys once we have their other trucks loaded up. And we are back. The T-Rex is all loaded up. We're gonna get this guy back in here, get our trailer put back together, and we will be able to head back to their yard, then grab the gator and go get some rest until morning. And hopefully this rain will have died down a little bit. We'll see if we able to drop this on the way back when we had to pull in their yard, make that weird maneuver. They said they saw me running one across the street, and they had already ordered one. But they saw me running the one I had leased, and they were like, "Oh, I wonder when ours is going to be here. He got a leased one. Hope he's not using ours." But they saw me running it and said I was doing a real good job at it, and it helped solidify that little agreement to where I can use some of their stuff when it's required, of course. Being as late as it is, they told me just to pull the truck in. Don't bother doing the spin around. And to just leave everything on the truck for right now. So we will do that. Turn our little headlamp on we got here. And we'll turn the brights on. And they said just leave it there. They'll take care of unloading it, doing whatever else needs to be done with it. Take care of my stuff in the morning. And then when I'm done, come over and see them, and they'll put me in a machine and send me out there to take a look at everything. And we may have to sell our gator here. Something just happens. It will not steer. May have to put this guy in the shop. I think I have a different one we may load in. Ooh, ran into the back of the trailer. Alright, well, we will see you guys in the morning. And welcome back to the farm. Yeah, I know, I was kind of slept in my gator last night. I was a little tired. Let's get this show on the road. Let's hop in here and get the gator, get the fertilizer loaded up. Alexa, end. No clue why my Alexa triggered on that one, because I didn't say anything about her. Oh well. Is that lime or is that fertilizer? I think that's lime there. So we're gonna, that's lime definitely. That was a small bag. This looks like a full bag of fertilizer. Yep. Let's put in 2 bags of fertilizer, because we're gonna have to put multiple applications down. We'll leave a little bit there to fill up the seeder with, the seed drill. If you remember, we had a second seed drill to hook up to that one, and we got rid of it. It did not work. So we're going to boom out, and we're going to get this fertilizing done. This fertilizer spreader is 50 meters, does throw 50 meters, and that is a mod off the in-game mod hub, PC only. Only thing I've done to it is modded the capacity, because, well, I wanted it to hold a lot more, so I didn't have to fill it up as often. And I am using my modded capacity one on this one. Alright, there we go. That was weird. That little spot didn't take. Oh, we'll turn off the fertilizer there. We're going to pull over here and drop that guy. Grab our drill, and we need to turn it to grass. I do want to check here in just a second, make sure things have updated. So you can see where there was some of the bushes and stuff where it's only got one fertilization state. Where there was grass, there's actually two fertilization states already. Um, that's because you get one for plowing the grass under. Hey, makes our life a little bit easier. All right. I think this is a direct drill, but I want to change the ground state so I get a fertilization state. So I need to get to that Amazon there. So with seasons, you can get 3 fertilization states before you start. The way you do that is you plow it, plow the field, fertilize the field. If you do lime it, then plow it, or plow it, then lime it. Then you fertilize it. Once you fertilize it, you cultivate it, even if you have a direct drill. Then you plant again. Then you plant and fertilize. That way, at every ground state, you can get ground state change. You can get 3 fertilization states before your crops even grow, which is so nice. Do you have to do that? No. Does it make it a little bit easier? Yes. And that's why we're going to go ahead and run this cultivator. And believe it or not, I don't think I've ever used this cultivator before. So we're going to drop it in, and away we go. We're going to do our headland here. And boom, there's the fence. So when we come in here and start mowing this, I will not be going all the way up to the fence like I am here. The reason I'm so close to the fence is because I wanted to get rid of the grass that was there. So I'm not really worried about fertilizing that to 100%. It's more of the areas, the inner areas of the field. But I do want to get it planted back and everything else. I have not gone through yet and cleaned up the stumps. That may be an issue, and I may have to stop while I do that, just because it will probably affect, the planter, the cultivator, and everything a little bit. That's all. So I'm going to drop this into a time lapse, and I will see you guys here. Alright guys, you can see that little bit over there. That's evidently across the boundary. And it will not let me cultivate that part, which means it will probably not let me plant that part until I can buy that area. Oh well. So we've got this little bitty strip here, probably one more pass after this because I overlap a little bit always to finish up here. Not too bad. I do need to get something to take those stumps out because when I got this Amazon hung up on one of the stumps, the tractor just dug in instantly and it got stuck. So I'm gonna have to watch it with the seeder when I come across there, because I don't have the stump cutter yet. So we'll have to watch that. And I'm gonna have to turn back around. I got two little splotches over there that got missed. You may have seen me stop about a quarter of the or stop after the first round, and I put the Vader stat top down on. I did that one because I thought that one might have been wider, might have been a bigger implement, but it wasn't. It might have gone faster, but it was not bigger. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm going with the Amazon, so I'm just gonna roll with the Amazon as far as the disc arrow goes here. Because in the game, a disc arrow and a cultivator are the exact same thing. So now that is done, we're going to put this back over here where it was. I'm going to have to hook up to the Vader stat and get it out from in front of the seed drill. So that's done now. I will come back in here and fix that little area where that shrub is. I will probably, that'll probably get smoothed out. So I'm not too worried about it. I may come in and go ahead and pick it up. I don't know yet. So we're going to pick this guy up. Yeah, you're not really supposed to start moving until it's done folding, but yeah, I do it anyway. I say I am semi-realistic. I'm not 100% realistic. You'll notice I drove, if you watch earlier in the time lapse, I also had a tractor sitting out in the field, so I had to go grab it and move it, and when I did, I ran over the brooks, ran over the wood chipper, or the tree chipper. So we're gonna get this done, and I'm gonna drop this into a time lapse just so, or we're gonna get the seeding done. Let's put it that way. We're going to do one or the other. It's going to be a time lapse or a jump cut here in a moment. Only time will tell which one I do. Because I don't like doing too many time lapses. I don't like, because it takes more time to edit. I don't care super much for jump cuts. Too many of them, at least in one video, because I want you to get some content. I want you to see what's going on. Too many jumps. I mean, this is a brand new field. You've never seen me seed it before. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the headland all the way around the outside, and then I will come back and start going up and down. I don't think a worker is going to work on this field because it's not an actual field on the map. And really, the field on our farm, we don't really need a worker for. Is this planting? Need to check that too. Yes, it is. I do want to overlap the edge a little bit because of the way the tire and everything runs on this one. Just to do it a little bit easier. So we can go out here into all this land that we own. And we can, yep, I don't have access to plant that area. We'll have to buy that. We can go mow all that grass that's out there. And then go pick it up. If it's on our land, we can mow it. I can't fertilize it, but I can mow it. And then it can regrow. If it regrows, it regrows. If it doesn't, well, then I'll go through, plow it up, and plant it. Kind of like I'm doing right here. Just on a larger scale. And I would probably do sections. I wouldn't do the entire thing all at once. And make it one big plowed fertilizable area. I would do sections. The reason I'm doing this like this is because I wanted to get rid of the brush, all the brush around the farm. I wanted to get rid of those trees over there, just because it'll make this a lot easier. So that's done now. Now we just continue around. And I'm trying to see where I've planted. Because this texture, it's a little bit hard to see. It's okay. I can figure it out. Hey, good. The planter passed over that piece. So let's see if the worker... So I started the worker. We're going to see if it goes, because I want to do a little logging in this episode. So let's see what the worker does coming up on this turn. If they go straight or they turn. We're going to see what they do here. I am using the enhanced AI vehicle extensions. So hopefully with this, they will be able to plant this field correctly. Alright, there they go. I wanted to do one round before I tried the helper. Just because there are so many there's a couple trees that are still real close to the edge, and I needed to make sure I was all the way over to the edge. So, alright, well, we're going to jump out of this. Oops, can't jump out. We're going to tab out. And we're going to jump in we're going to take the case here today. We're just going to take this over there. Caught that. Oh well. Alright, so let's take out our mailbox. Well, I can't drive right now, can I? Oh well, it is what it is. We'll keep an eye on that worker Andy over there and see how he does. So, I talked to him a little bit earlier while I was doing the cultivating. They said to come over here, get in the 909, and it has what's in it called the feller buncher. And okay, so it's got the buncher head on it. Whoops, already ran into the cat. So what this does is you cut down the tree and you create piles with this guy. Get that blade going. And we are going to leave a stump. window on. So as you can see, I really haven't used this equipment before. And Helper Andy just got blocked. And unfortunately right now my mouse is messed up. So there's one motion that I cannot do at this moment. I can make the arms go up, I can pivot, I can extend the reach, I can close the jaws, I can spin the head, I can close the other clamps. I cannot actuate that bottom actuator. And I need to be able to. I don't know what happened with my mouse button remap. I need to go watch some of FTR Logging's videos and get in their channel so I can learn how their equipment works. The in-game stuff, you just go up to it and press X and it jumps on there. This is true logging equipment. Like a real logger would use. That's how it treats it. So we don't, and I don't know how it all works. So with that being said, that's 3 trees cut. I've got to fix my mouse. I'm going to leave that for that right now because we may not be using the FTR equipment. We may be going back to the in-game stuff that has some easier buncher heads and such on it. So we're going to leave those for right now. We're just going to kind of clear out over here. Let's go check out and see what Helper Andy is stuck on. And finish getting this grass in. Oh, he's stuck because he can't turn the corner. He couldn't find the steering wheel to turn the tractor. He made one round. Made it back to start. And we can't fire help either. So, alright, well we're going to leave it right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Do like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy my bloopers. Enjoy the funny stuff. I'm going to try and get my mouse back to figure out what's going on, why I couldn't. I had it working to use the center button. I don't know what happened. Well, it's Windows. What do you expect? I do know that the logging equipment from FTR works best with joysticks. I just don't have any sticks. And it's actually set up for a 2-stick design. So I'm going to do my best with it with mouse and keyboard. If it doesn't work, then we'll switch to some in-game stuff. If nothing else, we'll use just a chainsaw and auto wood trailers. I don't know. So we'll figure it out. But we will do a little bit of logging in here at least. clearing land, making a lot of wood chips. Hopefully next time around we will be probably up into summer, and hopefully we have some crops growing. This field will be planted and everything will be ready to go, and we can get our silos set and then really go to town making wood chips to wait for the right plot or right price, so we can save some stuff up, create a stockpile, maybe even get our silo down so we create a stockpile, maybe get a chicken coop, because I think eggs sell for pretty good on this map. Well, let's check seasons, because that'll tell us the best one. Yeah, eggs, 3,300 a bush, 1,000 liter. It takes a while to get 1,000 liters of eggs, but they sell pretty good. Milk does pretty good. Wool does pretty good. We might get some sheep. We might get sheep and chickens, because I'm going to have cows on a different series. So cows and pigs are going to be over on Buck Creek. Buck County. So the cows and pigs are going to be over there. And we've actually got most of the stuff to do that, but over there we're using Maize Plus, so we've got to do some other stuff. So with that, I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Take care. Bye for now.